Brutality against journalists in Uganda has been condemned over the years, with government coming out loud to warn perpetrators of press freedom. But the vice continues, and government has done almost nothing to punish individuals involved in infringing the rights of members of the Fourth Estate. The Human Rights Network for Journalists Uganda, in its Press Freedom Index report for the year 2022, showed that 94 cases of human rights abuse and violations against journalists were registered last year. There were 30 assault cases, 22 arrest cases, 15 cases of damages of equipment, 10 cases of blocked access. 9 journalists were charged, 4 gadgets confiscated, and 3 journalists were threatened. This figure decreased from 131 cases reported in 2021. However, the press freedom environment in the country is not any better despite this decrease. Uganda retains one of the most hostile spaces for the media to operate in, according to the Freedom in the World report of 2022. This report ranked Uganda number 132 out of 180 countries.
Journalists are not comfortable in the way they ply their trade. Even cartoon journalists who have for the longest time published their work without interruption have become a new target. The obtaining situation made many critical journalists feel unsafe and insecure, to the extent that some even fled and are somewhere where they think it is safer outside of this country.
According to the Press Freedom Index report, the highest number of victims were the reporters, who accounted for 65 of the 94 cases reported. Talk show hosts came second with 7 cases. Presenters and freelance journalists had 4 cases each, while video journalists had 3 cases. Photojournalists and writers had 2 cases each, and investigative journalists and editors had 1 case each. Kampala accounted for nearly half of the total cases of human rights abuse and violations against journalists. Security officers were the main perpetrators of press freedom violations, with police and Uganda People's Defense Forces coming first and second respectively. It is evident that the environment for practicing journalism here in Uganda is not so friendly. Now, authorities have tasked government to ensure that press freedom is promoted and protected at all costs in the country.
I think there should be an era of respect for journalism, of the media.
It is more important than ever that journalists work with integrity. And it is more important than ever that you be allowed to examine the truth, expose irregularities, gain the trust of the public without fear of harm.
Daniel Kibet, NTV.
That will be next to the title.